Okay, so after adding the DB driver layer, next we will add the final layer, which is the application service layer. Again, it will be another class library, and I will give name route planning application service that will have all the command and queries. Okay, so next .NET 9 support, remove the extra class. Okay, so now it's the application layer is now created. So first I will add the required dependencies and the projects that needed to this application service. So for this project, I will need some two extension, Microsoft extension method. You can see here, I will need extension configuration abstraction and the configuration builder. And the other thing, we will add the references to other two other project as well. I will add one new project reference, and it will be a domain layer. So our application layer will use the domain layer because it's a onion architecture, and the dependency will come from the domain, and then application layer, then presentation layer. So and the other thing, I will add the messages, because in shared messages we have contracts, so the queries and the command handler will use those contracts. So I will add these two project in our application service. So now this is added. Next I will add one folder that will be a command handler. I will click add a new folder, command handler, and it will have all the commands. For example, message related command handler, I will create some extra one subfolder, messages, that will hold all the messages related command handlers. For example, for now, if I go to add one command handler for the request, I will add class and route request message handler. So this will be the request message handler. Okay, so after that there will be commands, because it will trigger the command handlers. Command handler will trigger the commands. So I will need a command folder. So I will add one other folder, commands, and inside these we will have commands. And for now I will add one command, class message command, and it will be of type record. Okay, so it will be of type record. So we will fix this compile time error when we complete this application service layer. And after that I will add one other folder for event handlers that will have all the events, event handler. Okay, so I will create folder. Okay, so there will be different event handlers. For example, attach event handler is one event handler for this, attach event handler, and I will add code related to this handler. It will use the iRoute request repository, and it will inherit from the iEvent handler. And okay, so next I will add the offer match candidate handler, offer match candidate handler. Okay, it will prepare the message by taking the route request aggregator, and it will set the destination. We are setting the destination resource, and we have the handler. This is the handler. It will take the configuration value from the app setting. We will add values, configuration value to the app setting later. And next I will add the release event handler, a release event handler. Okay, release event handler is done. Now I will add the candidate event handler, match candidate event handler. Okay, so this is done. Let's also add the other command as well. So to complete the application service, I will add the housekeeping, as we discussed that we will have three services. One for housekeeping, and the housekeeping command will have one record, and the other one will be the messages, and third one will be the output sending command. Output sending command. Okay, so output sending command. Okay, so next I will add the other messages related event. So I will add the route closing, and route closing will take the route of a repository, and it will also have the unit of work as well. If unit of work is the part of the domain layer, you can see here this is the unit of work. We have the save changes and start, commit, and rollback. So the implementation of this is located in the driver DB driver class. You can see here when I open the DB context, you can see here this is the implementation. We implemented the save entities async, and this is the start that will begin the transaction, and it will commit the transaction, and it will, if anything wrong happens, then the rollback will happen. So this is about the unit of work. Okay, so this is done. The close message handler is also done, and now I will add the extended message handler. Okay, so this is also added. Again, it will handle the request. It will call the handle async, and it will start the unit of work, and it will get the route by ID, and it will do the other operation. And next, the final will be the offer message handler. Offer message handler. Okay, offer message handler is also added. So now we have repositories, unit of work, and EventMediator. So EventMediator and some other stuff is missing. So for this we will create one other, like a folder, and we will give name to this folder, tools folder, and we will keep like the things like EventMediator, iCommand, iQuery, something like that. So let's add this one by one. Okay, so let's close the other. Okay, the first thing I will add to the tool is the mediator. I will add the mediator that will trigger the event handler. Okay, so this is the definition. It will we have one read-only iService provider. It will inject the iService provider, and there is one method. It will trigger the event. Okay, so next is the event trigger. Event trigger is missing, so we will add the event trigger. Event trigger is added. Okay, so it will inherit from the IUnit notification, and you can see it will have two methods. One method which is the trigger. It will trigger the event, and some other event handler is the next thing. So I will add event handler. Event handler is added, and okay, this event handler. And next thing I will import. Okay, so this one is added. This one is also added. Now some other command, I command and I command handler also needed, and query as well. So I will add the I command. If I go to the command handler, you can see here I command handler is missing. So I will add the command I command and I query. So let's add I command, and it will be interface, and the other thing is the command handler that will implement this. Okay, command, and it implement the I command handler. Okay, so we have one generic and the other one is the simple one. And now the next is the I query. The last thing is the I query. Let's set I query, and it will simply public interface. Okay, so this is done. So now a messages part is done, and one other handler is missing for housekeeping and output sending commands. So if I go to the handler, we added the messages, but for housekeeping it's missing. So I will add the housekeeping handler as well. It will remove the request and response from the database for cleanup purposes. So okay, so now it will take delete the offer and the request, and the other thing is the output sending request handler, command handler. Okay, so this is command handler. Okay, so let's build. And for extension, like to register this into our program .cs in our API, so we will add one extension folder that will hold all the extension, extensions, and there will one extension for now, which is the handler dependency injection extensions, and we will scan for the repositories, for the handlers, and it will register in our program.cs class. So this is done. So now we will focus on the web API project. We created initially the domain layer. We defined the entities and aggregates and events and value object, and after that we defined the contracts between the microservices. Will communicate with this messages contract, and then we added the DB driver. We use the entity framework core as a data access layer. It will save and retrieve data from database, and we define the DB context. We have, if we go to the DB context, we have three models: route request, route offer, and output queue types. And then we created the actual like the application layer. Application layer have command handler, commands, events, and you can see here we created the different type of events that will be triggered, and this is the housekeeping event handler. If I go to this one is the for the housekeeping cleanup type of thing. It will use the request repository and offer repository. It will do the cleanup, and after that we will register this in our program.cs. This is the web API layer. You can see here, first of all, we are using the open API specification. Then we are going to register the application service. As I already mentioned that inside application layer we have extension. You can see this is the extension. It will inject, it will connect basically the application layer to the inside the API layer. So you can see here, this is the extension, and we are injecting, we are adding this service in this part, program.cs. And the other thing is the DB driver. If we go to the DB driver layer, this is the DB driver layer. It's accepting the few things like services and the connection string, and we are injecting this from the entry point of our application, like the API layer, the routing planning. You can see here we are passing the connection string, and we are defining this in our app setting. If you go to the app setting development JSON, you can see here it's the connection string of our local database. Okay, and then we have RabbitMQ. We will discuss this later. So after that, we have RabbitMQ connection, and this will come from the connection string as well. So once we run the Docker container in our Docker Hub, so it will host on the localhost 5672 port, and we can access in our application. And after that, we are adding the hosted services, like we have three services, like man service that will act as a subscriber. Like it will create the exchange, it will create the quiz, and it will also handle the serialization, deserialization with the help of this easy.NET Q library. And yes, so here we define the service, and we are registering this in this part, and we are using in development mode. And here is one endpoint, liveliness. We will check the health of our service, our background services.